Free Kick 2014 brought to you in association with an Institute of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, Hemant Malwankar's Prince Furnitures and Prince Garments, Goa State Cooperative Bank Limited, Apex Cooperative Bank for the State of Goa.
Hello and welcome to Free Kick. We are still in the state of shock after what happened last night, or rather in the wee hours of the morning. Germany thrashed Brazil by 7-1. Utter humiliation of the hosts Brazil. आमकां दिशिल्लें की ब्राझील होस्ट आसून कितें तरी ह्या मॅचीन बरें परफॉर्मन्स करतले म्हणून. नेमार नासूनय ब्राझील खेळटले बरें, कारण तांकां नेमारान धाडिल्ली ती पयरची इमोशनल मॅसेज तांकां सारकी मोटिवेट करतली आनी ते जर्मनीक बरी फायट दितली म्हणून. तशेंच फूल कंट्रीचो तांकां एक असो सपोर्ट आशिल्लो. दी एंटायर कंट्री वॉज बिहायंड द टीम, बट वॉट वी सॉ हॅज डिफायड अवर ऑल इमॅजिनेशन. So now one European team has made it to the final, and another European team, Holland, they are in the waiting, but Argentina lie in their way. So the pride of South America is now in Argentina's hands. Let me tell you here, no European team has managed to win a World Cup when it has been staged in South America. We have in our studio a former Goa player, former India player, Francis D'Souza. Francis D'Souzaची ओळख म्हणल्यार he is the first Goan professional footballer to have played in Kolkata. He played for Mohan Bagan in those good old days. It was just unbelievable that a Goan player would go out and play in Kolkata. He was also a long-serving Dempo Sports Club striker. He played in the Asian Games and pre-Olympics for India, Asian Games of 1978. And he's also right now the only national player, as he had played for India in the past. He's also a national coach and a national referee. So he's a 3-in-1 personality, really a star footballer that Goa has produced. Francis, welcome to our studio here.
Thank you.
We also have with us, as always, Danzil Franco, India defender. A visibly shaken Danzil. You will be remembering that Danzil has been a supporter of Brazil. And he is shaken, as obviously most of you will be shaken as to what happened last night. Was just out of this world, unbelievable. It was a tragedy. Let's begin with Francis. Francis, you've seen many World Cups, and you've seen many teams from Brazil. And what you saw last night, how does this Brazilian team compare to those that you have seen? What went wrong for Brazil?
I think this Brazilian team for me was the most inexperienced team. Also, they had some stars in them, but they lacked the experience to. Some of the players have lacked the experience to play on big stage and in their own country when the pressure was immense.
Right, Danzil, what is your observation of last night's match?
I feel the organization of the team was totally. It didn't function the way it should have been. I've been saying throughout the tournament that Brazil have not been performing. Take it this World Cup, or maybe you take it for the last World Cup as well. They have not been performing, and particularly this match, what they played, it was like I'm ashamed to say this, but I have to, because it is like a schoolboys game. I'm very sorry to say this on the news, but it's the way it has been shown on the television, because within 6 minutes, if you concede 3 goals, that's a big disaster.
Yes.
And especially the defense, what Brazil has defense-wise, what they have performed, it's very bad to watch.
Yes. Brazil conceded 4 goals in 6 minutes. They conceded first in the 11th minute, and they conceded 4 goals from 23rd to 29th minute. So within the first half an hour, it was 5-0, and Brazil were out of the game. And in the second half, I thought Germany lifted their foot off the accelerator a bit. Did you notice that Germany went a bit easy on Brazil in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, to sum it up now, I think that 6-minute German tsunami,
yes,
okay, did it all. And Brazil couldn't even get themselves together, in spite of having some great players like David Luiz and Dante and Maicon, the defense was in shatters.
Right. You can add on to this. As a defender, what would you want in the defense backline? Did they keep their shape?
No, as I said, the defense was totally in tantrums, you can say, because Dante was out of position all the time. And the defense line, I mean, especially David Luiz and Dante was didn't work. The combination didn't work at all, because I could see David Luiz also leaving big holes in the defense. Yes. He was most of the time going on attack and not concentrating in defense. So that was a big disaster in the defense line. And Dante, I feel, was really out of match practice.
Brazil's tactic last game in तेमाशे चड physical खेळटाले Colombia कडे. They were going in for very robust challenges, and here they were trying to play clean football. So do you think that there was some confusion in the minds of the players?
I really don't know what to say, because compared to what match they played in the quarterfinals, it was completely different. I mean, I have nothing to say about this match. But yes, there was a lot of difference been shown on this match day, because the play they had in the quarterfinals was different.
It was different.
Much different.
You also noted that Neymar's jersey was held by Julio Cesar and David Luiz during that lineup. What did you make out of that? They were missing Neymar too much for that game?
As I said earlier, that Neymar's motivational message, what he gave for the team, should have been taken in a positive way, not as a negative way. I mean, holding his jersey and showing it was like, just getting some negative energy in the team. You are not mourning over something, you just have to move on. That should have been a motivational message from Neymar for them, that we can do this for Neymar. Absolutely. Or we can do this for the nation, not sitting and crying over it. So that was a big negative vibe in the team.
Even the player that they got to play in place of Neymar, Bernard, do you think perhaps that was not a right choice by Scolari and should have gone with Villan?
Yeah, I feel Neymar's replacement, Bernard, was not up to the mark. Villan should have been a much better replacement for Neymar, because he's got good positional runs, and he could have been. And also I can add that Oscar, Ramirez and Villan, they all three play for Chelsea with good understanding between each other. So if they had to start with all these three, it could have been great for the team.
Francis, we see that Brazil have made so many mistakes. So is there a possibility that Germany were made to look too good because of Brazil's mistakes? Or are Germany really that good?
In fact, if I can recollect the previous match they have played with Colombia, you see, as you mentioned, that they were more physical. Your team which doesn't have their own confidence in themselves will resort to tactics because they cannot rely on their own ability. Over the years, we have seen Brazilians being feared by most of the teams in the world. And this World Cup, it was the opposite. I mean, you get scared of Colombia and you resort to a strategy where you want to play physical with most of the best players of Colombia.
Yes.
So the thing was that they had no faith in their own ability, and the Germans have taken advantage of this. They were very well aware that this is not the Brazilian team that they have seen over the years. So they have played to a strategy where they can destroy the confidence of the players and take over the game.
Why is this thing happening? Why are they not sticking to the Jogo Bonito that they were famous for during the days of Pele, then Romario, even Ronaldo, Rivaldo? They were all good players. But after 2002, Brazil have looked like they are trying to do different experiments at the World Cup stage, and they are not they are free-flowing footballers. What is happening, do you think?
I think the game of football has evolved over the years. We have seen more power football being played now than more technical and artistic football. And over the years, it's a proof that artistic football, in terms of Argentina and South American teams, they have not played that football that we would all go and like to see. So we have seen now Holland also is playing just like Germany with all the power and the fitness level. So unless we have some very good individual talent to play artistic football and control the game, I think we will always see South American teams little on the back foot.
After this huge scoreline, huge defeat, what can the Brazilians take from this World Cup? Do you see that they have any positives to take from this match?
Definitely not. I mean, what positives can they take from this match? But all they can do is move forward and start, getting the team into the shape again. And I feel I have a small thing to say in this because this team was inexperienced team.
Right.
So there should have been some experience. Like Kaká should have been involved in this. Like there was Ronaldinho or Robinho who have been seasoned players,
Yes.
and few of them getting into this squad could have been a major thing for Brazil. It could have worked for Brazil because Kaká could have, I was discussing with Sir earlier, and it was he himself was mentioning to me that Kaká could have really hold the midfield with his experience.
So even when there is a lot of focus on youth development and get the youth in, you cannot discount with experienced players, isn't it?
Exactly.
The World Cup stage is a very huge stage. I mean, you need players with a lot of experience to perform there.
Right.
And Germany has done that also with Klose. Klose has been a veteran
Yes.
of so many World Cups, and they have still had their faith and trust in him. And some of the German players have been veterans of some World Cups.
Absolutely.
So youth and experience blend is the best for the results of the team.
Perfect, and that's what Germany had. Miroslav Klose, he's 36-year-old, and he has now got the world record of scoring highest number of goals at the World Cup. Miroslav Klose scored 5 times in 2002, 5 times in 2006, 4 goals in 2010, and 2 goals here in Brazil 2014. So he's now on 16 goals. That is 1 goal more than Brazil's legend Ronaldo. And on that note, let's take a short break now.